The Fox 61 News at 6 starts now.
Good evening and thank you so much for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Annette Montgomery. Right now, a house has been deemed a total loss after an overnight fire in Colchester. A family of 4 and a dog lived there, but thankfully they were able to get out safely. Tonight, Fox 61 Celine Arif takes us to the scene to show us what's left after the flames.
I just spoke with the Colchester fire chief, and he says this fire was a hard one to control. So this area doesn't have a fire hydrant, so they had to use tanker trucks just to get water to the house. A total loss just weeks before Christmas. Josh Skutnick lives right across from his neighbors and couldn't believe what he saw.
Opened the front door and was shocked that half the house was gone. Like a blowtorch with the wind ripping through everything. So, luckily it didn't spread and luckily they got out okay.
The Colchester Fire Chief Stephen Hoffman says the family is staying out of state with relatives right now, and neighbors tell me they came together to support them with a gift card basket and online fundraiser. Hoffman says the fire was spreading faster than his team could keep up with at one point.
Crews tried to make an aggressive push inside, but the fire was already too progressed. It was all through the attic and in the second floor, and they just weren't able to make a push, so they had to back out.
He says none of the firefighters were injured, and they put out the flames in about 45 minutes. This is what the fire looked like as it continued burning. Hoffman says the cause is still under investigation, but they do know what helped save this family's life and get them out of the burning house immediately.
So the fire is downstairs, believe in the area of the living room. The smoke detectors went off. The wife, obviously woke up to the smoke detector.
Neighbors tell me this neighborhood is a new build, and the owners of this house moved in about 2 years ago.
Just very thankful. Obviously it stinks losing your home, but it could have been a lot worse. Everyone got out safe, and that's really what matters.
Hoffman says this home was built in the first phase of the neighborhood's development. For the second phase, there are plans to put in a fire hydrant. Reporting in Colchester, Celine Arif, Fox 61.
After braving the single-digit temperatures, we may be in for even more snow. Meteorologist Sam Sampieri is here with the first check of the forecast. Sam, how are things looking as we head into the weekend?
Actually, they're going to look better because it's going, and it feel better too, Annette, because temperatures are going to be above freezing. Yes, we might have to deal with a rain or snow shower, mostly a snow shower tomorrow morning, and then clouds to sun in the afternoon. Temperatures in the 30s. And look at Sunday, we'll do it the other way around. We'll have morning sun to afternoon clouds, and again, not too cold. Temperatures in the mid to upper 30s, even cracking 40 down along southern Connecticut and the shoreline towns. Meanwhile, yes, it has been bitterly cold today, and we're still in the 20s. We're not really going to get much colder, though, tonight because we have a southerly flow, just a few degrees colder, with the wind chill down a little bit because the wind is light. Out of the south, we have some clouds, a storm off to the south, missing us, but a little inversion going on. We call it an inverted trough. There's clouds around. That's why we can have a rain or snow shower. So planning your day, yes, rain or snow shower in the morning, mostly a snow shower, rain down along the immediate shore. Could have a little icing, little thin glaze right along the immediate shore. Otherwise, milder in the afternoon. So we start tonight again, cloudy skies with lows down into the 20s inland, lower 20s, upper 20s to lower 30s tomorrow morning. And again, a couple of snow showers. Otherwise, the sun comes out and temperatures back up into the 30s to near 40. Coming up, I'll detail the rest of the weekend. We'll talk about next week, another Arctic outbreak. Is there any big storms in sight? Details coming up in a few minutes. Annette.
Thank you, Sam. Well, new tonight, reports of a missing family in Granby has now ended with relief as a missing mother and her 3 children have all been found safe. Now, police say the family had not been seen since Tuesday night. Here's Fox 61's Priscilla Meza with the latest on where things stand tonight.
Police tell us this case moved quickly from a late-night missing persons report to a multi-state search to a safe recovery this morning. Now, investigators say the mother was experiencing personal difficulties when she took her 3 kids and drove south, but now the focus is on the fact that all 4 were found unharmed. Officials say a husband called in reporting his wife and their 3 children missing. Investigators immediately launched what they describe as a nationwide search through silver and purple alerts. Authorities followed breadcrumbs of information leading them to determine the family was in a hotel in New York and then in Pennsylvania. The next morning, they received the alert they'd been hoping for. The mother and children were all located together in their vehicle just south of Atlanta. Police say there were no signs of violence and the children appeared to be in good good condition. Their father is currently on his way to Georgia to reunite with them.
Just want to say that we are super grateful to come up with a good ending on this. As us in law enforcement often strive to do, is to come up with positive results, and this is it. And I can't say enough about the team effort here and the minimal amount of time it took us from several states away to locate this family and locate them safe.
Granby police say they're thankful for local, state, and federal partners who helped bring this case to a safe conclusion. In Granby, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.
Here's a heads up for drivers in Southington. Police tell us Berlin Avenue between Berlin Street and Highwood Avenue is now closed until further notice after a car crashed into a utility pole. Police tell us that crash caused significant damage to the utility pole and low-hanging wires. The driver was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. Of course, we'll let you know when that road reopens.
Get out, the car's on fire.
Is it?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh.
In the car.
Yeah.
Come on.
Absolutely terrifying. You just watched the moment police officers rescued a driver from their car after a utility pole crash that left hundreds without power yesterday. That crash happened in Bristol on Washington Street near Garden Street just before 4 a.m. Police say when officers got on scene, they found the road completely blocked by a downed utility pole and saw a car on its side further down the road with flames coming from the engine. Police say officers worked quickly to get the driver out by breaking the windshield and moved her to safety while crews worked to put out the car fire. Bristol police say the driver was not seriously injured and even thanked the officers for their quick action. Well, one person is dead after a head-on crash in Wallingford. It happened yesterday around 6:30 p.m. on Grebe Road, where police say 38-year-old Jason Miller was driving when he collided with 74-year-old John Avelito. Miller was pronounced dead at the scene, and Avelito was taken to the hospital for evaluation. At this time, the cause of the crash is still under investigation. Anyone with information, please contact Wallingford Police. And tonight we also have an update on a different crash out of Suffield. Police tell us one person has now died. That crash happened yesterday afternoon on Route 159. Suffield police say the initial investigation revealed that 77-year-old Kara Breton of Windsor Locks crossed over the yellow line and crashed head-on with a Sprinter-style van. Brenton was taken to the hospital where she died from her injuries. At this time, the condition of the other driver is unknown. Right now, the cause of that crash is still under investigation. Well, tonight, police are investigating a shooting in Hartford that left one teenager hurt. Police say officers responded to Park River Drive today after reports of a person shot. They say the victim, a 19-year-old man, had what was described as non-life-threatening gunshot wound. That 19-year-old was taken to the hospital, and tonight Hartford police are investigating. They say if you know what happened, you can contact their investigation team at Hartford Police. Well, Central Connecticut State University is now getting national recognition for its cybersecurity programs. Cybersecurity Guide just ranked Central's bachelor degree 14th in the country for 2026. Highlighting its strong academics and hands-on training, the school's master's program was also honored for quality and affordability. The rankings are based on federal education data, including graduation rates, tuition, and program value. Well, thanks to a unique kind of program here in Connecticut, 6 military veterans will now step into their new careers as firefighters. Today, the Connecticut Fire Academy held a graduation ceremony in Bloomfield for their 43 recruits. 6 of those recruits are part of what's called Hero to Hero. It's a program that helps members of the military transition into first responder careers. The program provides mentorship and makes sure tuition, insurance, and salaries for the recruits are all covered. Officials say those 43 members will now go on to work in 18 municipal fire departments across our state. And it was a celebration today as the first class of registered apprentices in a new workforce development program completed their transportation maintainer apprenticeship. The CT Departments of Labor and Transportation began registration for the program in 2024, and it gives each of its apprentices on-job training while earning their paychecks. DOT Commissioner Garrett Eucalito says the 2025 cohort class marks the success of a program that is first of its kind in the state.
And it builds that pipeline of talent into roles that are historically difficult to fill. And most importantly, it gives more Connecticut residents the chance to build long-term stable careers in state service.
And the 9 graduates will now go on to work in CT DOT garages across the state to maintain public roadways and ensure public safety. Well, families in the greater Hartford region can now apply for free public school options for the 2026-27 school year. The state's regional office has now opened its online application with more than 40 magnet schools, open choice districts, and 3 technical high schools available. That application is open to all Connecticut students entering pre-K through 12th grade, and officials say applying by February 6th gives families the best chance at a placement. Nearly 20,000 students already attend these choice schools. Families can learn more and apply right now at chooseyourschool.org.